Mastering negativity. Unleashing the not in modal verbs. Hello there, English learners. Welcome back to our series on modal verbs. Today, we're focusing on the all-important topic of negative forms, specifically how to use not to create negative forms of modal verbs. So, let's dive in. Modal verbs, as you may already know, are a type of auxiliary verb that express necessity, ability, permission, or possibility. Common modal verbs include can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, and ought to. However, sometimes we need to express the opposite, or the negative form, of these ideas. And that's where the word not comes in. The simplest way to make a modal verb negative is to add not after the modal verb. So, I can swim becomes I cannot swim. Often, we contract cannot to can't. This applies to all the modal verbs. For example, he should go becomes he should not go, often contracted to he shouldn't go. Here's how not is used with some of the common modal verbs. Can. I cannot, can't play the piano. Could. We could not, couldn't find the location. May. You may not, mayn't, very rarely used, enter the room. Might. They might not, mightn't come to the party. Shall. I shall not, shan't, more commonly used in British English, be late. Should. You should not, shouldn't talk loudly in the library. Will. He will not, won't be available tomorrow. Would. She would not, wouldn't like to join us. Must. We must not, mustn't forget to pay the bills. Ought to. They ought not, oughtn't to litter in the park. We can also use not in questions with modal verbs to ask if something is not the case. The not usually goes after the subject. For example, can I not come? Or, should he not tell her? However, in informal speech, it's more common to move the not before the subject and use a contraction. So, can I not come? Often becomes, can't I come? And, should he not tell her? Often becomes, shouldn't he tell her? There you have it. By adding not to modal verbs, you can express negativity and form negative questions, greatly expanding your English speaking and writing capabilities. Keep practicing these forms, and you'll become a master at using not with modal verbs in no time. Remember, practice makes perfect. Until next time, keep learning, and happy studying.